Hello everyone, my name is Mary, and today I have an angel message and an angelically inspired tarot card reading for the new moon, which is occurring on Monday, November 13th, 2023 at 4:27 a.m. Eastern Standard Time and 9:27 a.m. UTC time. So, I tuned into the angels, and the theme for this particular new moon is: what are you ready to face? What are you ready to face? This means, what are you ready to finally look at? What are you ready to finally own up to? It could be some habit or problem or fear, something that you're ready to tackle. Or it could be a calling from deep within you, that there's some talent, some gift, some new direction in life that you have to take. What do and it's like, okay, I'm ready to own up to this. I'm ready to face the fact that my life is asking me to go in this completely new direction. What are you ready to face? What are you ready to face? Right now, from what I'm getting as far as the human collective, our situation in life, what is happening now is we are peeling back, we are peeling back the band-aids and looking at the wounds of our human collective society, and we are now ready to heal. We are now ready to see what's been festering, to see what's been happening, to face it, to wake up to the truth, to wake up to who we are. And right now in this new moon, it's very important that we gather our strength, we gather our soul vitality, and we face what we haven't faced before. And no matter what that is, could be good, could be bad, let's not even put a label on it. It's just something you're ready to face. One of the metaphors that I got is the idea of like maybe you've been working on it. Like if you work on a creative project in your house, and you're busy on it and you're looking at the little details, and there comes a point where you have to step back and look at it as a whole. You look at the project, you look at the mess you made, you look at everything, you see it all. So the question the angels have for you is, what are you ready to face? And I have a tarot card reading that we're going to do for this, and hopefully we can move through it quickly. I tend to get all wrapped up and in the message and saying it 1,000 different ways, but let's see if we can move quickly through. So what the intention for this reading was, along the theme of the new moon theme. What are you ready to face? So let's see how the angels are going to expand on that. The High Priestess. Okay, we're diving right in. With a very important, very significant card. So the High Priestess, this is the Oak, Ash, and Thorn Tarot, which is just adorable. It's got very soft and inviting energy, so I think we're going to have fun with it. The High Priestess has some secrets for us. The High Priestess is telling you, come dive beneath the surface of your psyche. Dive deeper, go deeper than your life has ever allowed you to go before. It's time to dig in, dig deep, into your fears, dig deep into your strengths, to dig deep into this mysterious, beautiful place called the soul, called you, and find out what's there. Face what you're made of. What are you actually made of? What is actually going on deep down beneath the surface? The High Priestess has secrets to reveal to you. It's time to face what she has sort of hidden beneath in the dark of night, what she has hidden in her scroll. It's time to face this. Beautiful, beautiful card. Okay, so this is our challenge, the Knight of Swords. So our challenge is, as you investigate your life, however it's been presented to you. As you dig into and face whatever it is you're facing, maybe it's a calling, maybe it's a new direction, maybe it's, this work situation, this life situation, whatever it is, isn't working for me anymore. This is not to say that there's certain action you have to take. This is just facing it. On this new moon, we're facing it. We're just looking at it. We're not going to try to do anything to fix it. Just be in the presence of what it is you weren't ready to see up until this point. Be in the presence and see it. Don't try to fix it. Don't try to heal it. Don't try to run away from it. Don't try to, meditate your way out of it. Just see it. Just be it. Be in the presence of whatever it is. Face it. Face it. That's what the High Priestess wants you to do. Face it. The challenge is that we might be, the Knight of Swords is the most impulsive knight in the deck. He's ready to take, really, foolish action sometimes. He's ready to take action. He's ready to make a decision. He's very impulsive. He's just like, he wants to swiftly change the situation, come to the rescue, let's fix it, let's change it, let's do something about it. This is our challenge, is to just not do that right now. We don't want to do that. Eventually, yes, but let's wait until enlightenment dawns. Let's wait until we see the fullness of what it is we're facing, before we fix, before we make something better. You might be really tempted to make, to look at whatever it is and just take some impulsive action. And maybe that's good. Maybe you're afraid of taking impulsive action. Maybe you want to do this. So there's something about impulsive action in your life that you need to be like a little cautious about. Like maybe it's not taking action. This is what I'm getting for most of us, that let's just face the truth for 5 minutes before you make any rash decisions. And when you make that decision, when you're ready to take action, just have confidence in yourself. Don't be impulsive. Ooh, the Four of Wands. All right, so what you don't see that's influencing you right now is the idea that everything is much better than you might think. It's okay. It's time to really, what you're facing in life is whatever it is, whether it's a bad habit, an uncomfortable situation, an uncomfortable truth that you've been sort of running away from, a pattern you've been running away from. Maybe it's a calling, maybe it's a talent that you're being, called to develop. Whatever it is you're facing, it's going to lead you to something beautiful. It's going to lead you to something worthy. It's going to lead you to a place where you're going to be able to enjoy your life in a more full kind of way, in a more fulfilled kind of way. And you don't see, sometimes it doesn't immediately look that way. Sometimes facing your fears, facing your problems, facing a situation, whatever it may be, maybe it's you at your core that you're looking at, that you're like, you know what? I am not the person I thought I was. I defined myself by this, like TikTok, Instagram inspired, definition. I've made this persona and I'm not this person at all. It's like, maybe that's what you're facing. Whatever it is you're facing, it's going to lead you to fulfillment. It's going to lead you to a place of, of breathing, of expansion. It's going to lead you to a good place. Oh my gosh, the Lovers. Yes, the Lovers is about bringing two complementary energies together. So this is our major arcana card. It's a member. This is one of the soul journey cards. So this is soul journey stuff right here. We've got the High Priestess, the Lovers. Out of the 4 cards, we have showing 2 of them are major arcana. So this moment of facing whatever it is going to be a moment where you're going to bring together 2 sides of yourself, and in a way that's each one is going to complement the other. The yin and the yang energies are going to come together in a way that you're like, wow, Something is fitting together in my head. Something is making sense deep down inside. You know, this is a choice. The Lovers is also not only about harmony, but it's about choice. It's about complementary energies, harmonizing those energies, but it's also about choice. What are you going to use with this creative power that the Lovers is offering you? Are you going to use it to better yourself and the people around you? Or are you going to, use it to just swat down the people around you and be like, I'm all for me. I'm just out for me. It's a dog eat dog world, and I'm in it for myself and no one else. It's like, which one are you going to go for? The one that uplifts yourself and everyone around you? Or the one that's just like, whatever, screw the rest of the people. I'm just going to win, It's the Lovers is about bringing two energies together, complementary energies. There is some and it's a card of creative potential. So right now, as you face this thing, it's going to give you an opportunity to choose to take the higher road, to choose love, to choose creation, to choose to allow this to give you an opportunity to rise above. Or you can choose to, fall back into the old patterns, just turn away from your higher calling, and go back down the same road you've been down 1,000 times before. So the Lovers is also speaking to me in the sense that you're not alone. Somebody else is facing the exact same thing you are, and we're meant to come together. We're meant to help each other. We're meant to lift each other up. It's actually beautiful. Interesting. So the Chariot, which is one of the cutest chariots I've ever seen, is showing up in the past position. So what we're looking back on is all of this like motivated forward movement. The idea of we've got to get better. We've got to improve. We've got to stop this, stop that, make changes. Yes, we do have to do all that. But right now, this new moon on Monday, November 13th, what you're being asked to do is just see. Just see. Just face. Face what you weren't ready to face before. Face what you have not been able to face yet. Maybe it's something good. Maybe it's something, a little scary. Whatever it is, it's going to make you feel things. And whatever it is, it's going to enable you to make positive changes and positive choices in your life. It's going to lead you to a place of expansion and love. If you face this thing, the angels are promising you. They're promising you love and joy and expansion are waiting for you on the other side of this. And it's nothing you have to fix, and it's nothing you have to muscle your way through. It's just something to see. It's something to face. Oh, the Four of Cups. Interesting. So what I'm getting from this, the Four of Cups is about apathy or ambivalence. And so we have here these three, these cups, and the squirrel here is very clearly showing us some emotion. He's like, you know what? I'm done with this. I'm done with this. So what I'm getting here is that the angels are like, listen, we know how you are. You precious human beings. We know how you are. Sometimes it can be too much. Sometimes facing what you don't want to face causes you to just be like, you know what? I'm done. I'm done with this. I'm done. I'm done. Like, for example, if there's a person in your life who continually turns away from you, but you love that person, and you want a relationship, you want to, but this person is making it very hard, and you're like, you know what? You might be tempted to do this, to do the Four of Cups and say, you know what? I'm done with this. I'm done. I'm done. I want no more of this. I'm seeing this card as a warning. I'm seeing this card as a warning for what's coming. As you face these things, you might be tempted to turn away and go, you know what? I don't I don't want to look at this anymore. I don't want to see this part of my life. I don't want to see this thing that I'm meant to see. Maybe maybe it's on a big scale. Maybe it's like some news, something, related to government or related to the globe or news that you've just sort of been looking away from, and you're like, I don't want to see that anymore. And you just got to face it. You just face it. It might be uncomfortable, and you might be tempted to turn away and say, you know what? I don't want any part of that. But what the angels are telling me is that there is something good to be found. There is something good to be found in facing this, in looking at this. Trust us and move through it with love and with, open your heart. Don't close it down. Open your heart and sit with that energy of apathy or ambivalence, with as much compassion as you possibly can. All right, so we've got the Wheel of Fortune. Oh my gosh, that's exactly what I was getting. So this Wheel of Fortune is really cute. There's all these little animals. There's a spider's web. And so the idea of the Wheel of Fortune is cycles of life and destiny. So what I'm getting from this particular card right here is this is who we are right now. This is the archetype that's active inside you, inside me, inside of the human collective, is the archetype of destiny. That this is, the wheel has turned. Something has majorly shifted in the world, and we are meant to see this. We are meant to face what we couldn't face before. We're meant to see it. It's going to look new to us because we are new on the inside. Destiny has sort of rebirthed us. This is a part of the human journey for us to really look at each other, to look at ourselves in a brand new way. The King of Swords. All right, so what I'm getting is question. The King of Swords, so this position in my Celtic cross spreads is always about blind spots. So this is the blind spot. So this is not what's inside us right now. This is something we need to go seek out. This is something we have to look at and sort of invite in. This idea that the King of Swords is about authority. He is about knowledge and intellect. And the idea here is, as we face our fears or our deepest soul calling or whatever it is deep down inside that the High Priestess is ready to show you, as you face this, what you may not realize is that you have the power. You have the power of discernment. You have the power to question whatever it is. You have the power to say, you know what? What is the logical conclusion of what I'm looking at here? What are the connections I can make regarding this thing that I'm finally looking at in my life? How can I, use my intellect, my mental authority to make sense of this? And the thing about the King of Swords is that he knows the right questions to ask. This is what I'm getting, is question. Don't ask the old questions that you always ask. How can I do it? I don't know what to do. Or whatever the question is, or the thing that you always say to yourself, how do I do this? How is it going to work out? Whatever the questions are that you always ask yourself, the King of Swords is saying, it's time to ask a different question. There's a different question that's going to lead you in a different direction. It's time to face something new inside you, and it's time to ask yourself a different question. Maybe don't ask yourself how can I do this when I don't have the X, Y, and Z? How is this going to work out? Maybe it's time to ask a different question. Like, instead of how can I do this, ask the question, when? When is the right time to act? I'm ready to act. When is the right time for this? Maybe the question is, who can help me with this? Who can help me with this that I haven't maybe thought of before? And someone new might pop into your head. It's like the King of Swords is like, you have answers inside you. you aren't really tapping into yet. Maybe that's why you haven't faced it yet. Maybe that's why you haven't pulled back the curtain on that part of your life. Is because you haven't figured out, the right questions to ask. Now you do. Now you're in a different place. Destiny is telling you you're in a different place. It's time. It's time to look at it and think about whatever this is in your life that you're ready to face, to think about it a little differently. The Two of Cups, of course. Okay, so we've got the Lovers and the Two of Cups. I'm sorry, this is a very clear message of relationship. That whatever it is you're facing, there's somebody facing the same thing. Even if, and even if your family or your friends are not facing it, it's time to utilize relationships. And in my Celtic cross spreads, this is always the angel card. I allow the angels to. I've given this card over to this position over to the angels. And so the angels are telling me very clearly, you don't have to face this alone. If you truly look around you, if you're truly eyes open, looking around you, you will see that you are not alone. That you don't have to do this alone. That that relationships are here to help you. There are people that are going through the same thing, that are begging, deep down inside, yearning, longing to join with you in facing this, so that they don't have to do it alone either. It's time to connect. It's time to understand that we are not alone. And it's not just, hey, I'm in a group and we're all facing this together. This is a very specific relationship, one-on-one, one at a time, you and your beloved, you and your friend, you and your sister, you and your brother, you and your whoever. Face your fears together. Face your fears together. Who in your life is facing something that you can help them with, that you can, even if you have no idea how to solve the problem, just stand there with them and say, you know what? I'm with you. I'm with you. We got this. You got this. Where can you activate the Two of Cups energy, which is relationship, which is coming together in a heart-centered relationship, whether that's friendship, parent-child, siblings, family, a love relationship, whatever it is, the relationship, there is power to be found. There is power in those relationships. And the final card is the Six of Cups. So what I'm getting from the Six of Cups is that there's joy. What the angels are telling me is that, do you remember before you were born? Do you remember what God told you? Do you remember what it was like to be in full contact with your divine self? To be in full contact with the love of God? Do you remember what that was like? Try to remember what that was like, and it will fill you up with courage, and it will fill you up with everything you need to face this. Everything you need. It's all there. It's all there. The angels have provided a very clear reading, I think, about facing something new and what that's going to mean for you and how it's going to enhance your life and what fears and obstacles may come up. But the ultimate new direction is that facing these things is going to enrich you. It's going to open up your soul and open up your heart and help you to remember the strength that you have inside and help you to remember who you always were. So this, I think, such a beautiful reading for this new moon, for the human collective. My prayer for you, for me, and for all of us is that we not shy away from facing whatever it is our souls need us to see. that we face these things with courage and love and open-heartedness. Amen, amen, amen. Thank you for watching. If you're interested, feel free to leave a message, to leave a comment, what this reading meant for you. And if you want to know more about me and my offerings and make a, if you want a reading yourself, you can look down in the description below. But thank you for watching. God bless you, and I'll see you next time. Bye.